I have always wished that there is a better Shopify database than what we currently have available at our fingertips. So if you are trying to build a list of Shopify stores, you have a couple of options. You can go to Apollo and use the technology filter straight in there. You could use Prospio, use the technology filter in there. You could use Built With and download all the stores. You can use Store Leads and download all the stores. But there's always problems with these lists. Mainly, are these Shopify stores even still active? Second, do they just have a Shopify store attached to their website, but they're not really an e-commerce store? So for example, Joe Biden for America has a Shopify store, but that doesn't mean that they're actually a consumer packaged goods e-commerce store in the way that we want to be tagging them, right? So what I wanted to do is I wanted to combine and dedupe all of the data we possibly could from Apollo, from Built With, from Store Leads, from Prospio. I wanted to get everything for all the Shopify stores and then create 3 tiers of being able to score them. One, we wanted to use a Python script on the website to just be able to know, is this a good fit store because of obvious and clear tells? On the homepage, is there an add to cart? On the homepage, are there product SKUs? On the homepage, can we detect the Shopify widgets and things like that? Joe Biden for America won't have that on the homepage. They'll have like a subdomain that will be hosting those things, and that's where the confusion is going to be coming. So we basically got 572,000 rows from Built With, and then between everything else, including Store Leads, we had 2.76 million rows of companies after. And so then, like I said, we started with Built With to just prove all this out and just make sure. Oh, so sorry, I said 3 levels. Then we used sub agents to scrape all of the pages and then make a quick tell whether or not the companies were actual e-commerce brands. And then third, we sent off the entire homepage content to the batch API so that we could, as cheaply as possible, make a determination if the companies were e-commerce companies. And so basically, this is exactly how it was happening in here. And we kept like non-empty product feeds, add to cart checkout payments, product and collection paths, store lead, product evidence, and the expanded export if it had that. And then there was reviews by this category. If they were service-led companies with some cart behavior, we wanted to do an extra review and all these other things. Oh, default Shopify placeholders got dropped if it was dead, if it was unavailable, if the product JSON was empty, and all those other things. And so let's see what we got here. Anything else? Yeah, so here's some things that we learned. If anybody's interested, don't trust the Built With verticals. Do not drop Cloudflare block stores just because the live fetch failed. Keep coverage first logic. Avoid broad regex positives like naive shop matching. Yeah, you don't want to just do that. Great. And then we have this recipe so we can score these all the time. I wish we could post this, but we might have to keep this database internal just out of respect for companies like Built With and Store Leads. So I apologize, but it is massive. It did get chunked down to like 2 million active stores or something that we found. So it's a really awesome list of these Shopify brands. And so if you wanted to do this, we were using Codex or Claude Code. I don't think it would matter. Codex and Claude Code are awesome for merging, deduping, and just managing CSV files. So that part was super easy. You could just use an open source Python library to do a lot of the keyword matching on those things. Oh, the biggest hack is don't immediately start spending money on AI if you don't need to start spending money. See, we even did 80,000 rows. Oh no, that wasn't what it was. Let's see, review. Oh yeah, so it was 80,000 rows. So we had 80,000 rows that needed to be cleaned with a GPT 5.4 mini sub agent. So don't pay for the batch API on these. Specifically tell Codex, set up a task sub agent to figure out if these are good fits or not. And that worked really well to be able to further identify what was good fits and what was bad fits. And didn't have to pay extra for it. And I use Codex every day this week, and I still have 80% of my usage or something. It's crazy how much usage they give you. So definitely hammer that and use that for ICP scoring instead of paying for it. And I just hope this was valuable for some people who want to build a workflow like this too.